Okie dokie. There you go.
Great. There we go. Look, technology. We're starting to feel like old people now.
I know, right?
Maybe everyone makes these videos the same and they all struggle to get on board. Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good, mate.
I just wanted to jump on and do a quick live video like this so we could reach out to your followers and my followers just to have a quick catch up about our wonderful episode that we did on the Late Bloomer Actor, which was released on all podcast platforms on the 15th of last month. So thank you very much for coming on board for that. I thought we did quite well. What do you reckon?
Yeah, for a couple of old blokes. Oh, well, older bloke and younger bloke.
Yes, it was very good. And one of the things I just wanted to sort of rehash was I've actually titled the episode Sliding Doors with Andy McPhee, because you were talking about, I asked the question, I think it was about, do you think, how do actors make it successful regardless of their age, whether young or old? And you said you really didn't know how to answer it. It can all boil down to a sliding door moment. That's correct. It really isn't it? So many different ways of becoming an actor.
Yeah, it's oh, look, you know what? There's so many. Like I've just finished running four intensives around Australia, and I still do the online one. But to be honest, like, I encourage actors to go and train wherever they want, you know, because that's how you get to do the smorgasbord of acting. You might like one school and the other school, it's good, but it doesn't gel with you. So I just say explore, you know, get out and explore all different styles, and what you like, stick with it until you feel it may not work for you anymore. But to be honest, I think if you're just open to everything, whatever you take in's got to help you, because at the end of the day, and this is only my view, so like if I'm saying something to people, it's my view. I'm not saying I'm an expert in any of those areas, because I did a little bit of training when I started acting at 39, and I really just dove in because I'm a risk taker. So I just dove in and did what I did and learned from good people and picked up my own style, and it's kept me working. But is it the best style going? No, of course it's not. Like, everyone's individual, you know. I use that with Cody, my son, and it worked for him. And then as he got older, he started using that, but a bit of his own style. So, you know, we're all different.
Definitely. And is it, and you were saying, and I don't think we talked about it much, but so you really got into acting when you got into your 40s. So that actually makes you almost a late bloomer actor yourself, doesn't it?
Sure does. And it's not anything I wanted to do either. I had no interest in becoming an actor at all. And I think that took away a lot of pressure for me, that when I was doing professional wrestling for so long, and they asked us to, when I was living in, from Melbourne originally, and I moved to Adelaide, South Australia when I was 17, and did a whole lot of different jobs there, locomotive engineer on the railways, driving freight trains, and hundreds and different jobs. That's an exaggeration, but sounds good. But I went from job to job to job, did everything I could. When I got sick of something, I moved. And then I took up pro wrestling after my judo years. I decided to change, and I got asked to do a commercial for Hungry Jack's, and that's how my acting career started. So I had no intention of doing it at all. It was just by accident. Something.
And so now do you mind if I tell people how old you are now?
Yeah, you can tell them. I look it.
Yeah. So he's 45 now, guys. No, so,
that's the stress of acting.
Yeah. So you're 70 now, having got into acting in your 40s, and you never really wanted to be an actor, but how much do you love it now?
Oh yeah, it's just my life. It's what I do every day. You know, teaching. You know, got different classes I'm running around Australia. I've got classes I'm doing in Kenya. I've just finished some in Hong Kong with a CEO over there. So working in the disability area. I've got some judging to do from Focus on Abilities, which is here in Australia. Just right in the moment of setting up an acting creative class for vision and blind impaired. So yeah, it's all areas, you know, just sharing the same techniques I use with everybody and anybody, whether, you know, they're people dealing with disabilities or, you know, able-bodied people. It's all about creativity, you know.
And I love that you branch out, not you're branching out to outside of the acting and giving something back to the community that from what you've learned through life, both through your acting and the journey you've had in life. So that's wonderful. I think that's fantastic. And most of the people that I've met so far that know you love seeing you do that. So thank you very much for everything you do on that side of things. It's great.
Thanks.
Now, I'll let you go. This was just going to be a quick video just to reach out to people to say Andy's back in Australia. We've just done a great episode that was released on the 15th of August. It's titled Sliding Doors with Andy McPhee. You can get it on all good podcast platforms, so just search up the Late Bloomer Actor. We're on YouTube as well, so you can look at our ugly mugs on the Zoom call, and check it out on IMDb. It's listed there, and throw a rating. So, Andy, thank you very much.
And look, I just tell you,
there's
a couple of people on here that I know. I can't sort of scroll through everybody, but Cameron Hood is on there. Pia Thunderbolt, that's a beautiful young actress from Sydney, and she's a testimony to not giving up. Originally from Turkey, she was dealing a lot with her accent in Australia and was very concerned about that. And, you know, we did a little bit of coaching over a few years, not a lot, but a little bit. But the main thing I said to her is, and she'll say this, is stop worrying about your accent. It is what it is. You can get it done. You know what? Since then, she's worked with Martin Scorsese and George Miller, and I'm going, well, maybe I need to get a Turkish accent then, right? So I've never worked with anyone like that. You know, Brendan Monk, a young guy just joined. He's dealing with high-functioning autism. He's part of a YouTube channel I run with another young lad, Doug Kenny, and Brendan's had the opportunity to step up and be a co-host. So it's about like giving people opportunities to do things and finding the greatness in themselves. Cameron Hood's doing his own independent feature. Man, that guy took on a big project for someone who had to raise his own funds, and it hasn't gone smoothly, and then it has gone smoothly, you know, and it's ups and downs, but he's still going and he's nearly completed it. So there's a lot of people on here that have really taken on their own, their own passion through all the difficulties of life and that, and they kept going, and that's what I love to see, you know.
I love it. Thank you. I'm watching the comments coming through there now from all your supporters and people that learned from you. So I think the biggest thing that we take away from the episode we've done with you and just what you teach in general is it is sliding door moments, but the doors won't open if you give up. So never give up. If you love acting, stick with it, and you'll get your turn when your turn comes along. Don't you agree?
Yeah, you just got to keep training. If you're not doing much, you got to keep practicing, training, classes, connections, networks, all of it. You just got to keep going. And
love it. Awesome. All right, everybody. If you don't follow Andy already, he's on Facebook as Andy McPhee with a great photo of him and his son. Obviously, he's here on Instagram. He posts updates for his course whenever he runs it. So if you haven't done it yet, I thoroughly recommend it. And check out, of course, I've got the T-shirt on, the Late Bloomer Actor podcast. That's me, David John Clark, and we're here with Andy McPhee from Sliding Doors. Thank you very much, Andy. Love your work.
Yeah, cool, mate. Take care, eh? See ya, all those wonderful people from Australia and the States.
Awesome, and it was great to catch up with you at the airport too, Andy. Well, it was nice to meet you in person, and hopefully we'll get to do it again soon.
We won't quite tell them about that, but anyway, yeah, it was great.
Love your work. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.